Lindy, yesterday when you put the line of Timo, Nico, and Bratter together, what did you see happen in their games that complemented each other so well, that was so successful?
I like the way Timo was skating, and I thought we needed that in the game. So, it was kind of a seesaw battle early on, not either team really garnering much of the play, so was just looking for something to help spark a little bit more offense or a little bit more drive, a little bit more speed in our transition game.
This is a game that, given the standings, is critical for you guys. What is the message maybe other than that going into it? Is it just handle it?
I think we all understand that. Every game really is. When you're in this position, we know how important it is to win. We can't overemphasize. We all understand that. We know they played yesterday. We're playing back-to-back. It's 4 and 6. It's probably less than that because of an afternoon game. So managing the puck is going to be important. Discipline inside the game is going to be important. They've played a lot of hockey. We've played a lot of hockey.
When you look at, the way you guys are making this push towards the end of the year, what's the value in, trying to get in this way versus, almost knowing that things like last year were kind of set already in terms of, what you guys need to do?
Well, the value is you know that you're coming from a place that you're not comfortable with because last year was. If you dropped a game like this, you knew that, you're probably 20 games over 500. Now it's, and I've used this phrase before, it's you got to be comfortable being uncomfortable. We're in an uncomfortable place that we know to a man it's going to take a really good effort down the stretch to get where we want to go.
Considering how well those line changes did in the latter half of the game yesterday, is that something you're considering going back to today?
Yeah, for sure.
And considering Dawes has won one of the only back-to-backs this season, does that factor into your decision on who you start today?
There's a lot of things that factor. We know that Dawes has played a lot of hockey, and we're pushing the envelope with the amount he's playing. We have 2 goalies that are available to play today. We've talked about, what is the smarter choice with, again, flying today, and then we're going to play, a game, one day into a trip.
And the reports on Schmid down in the AHL, how have they been?
We sent him there to play the game. I watched this Utica-Syracuse game. I thought a real solid performance. I think when he first went down, kind of mixed reviews. I think hadn't played a lot of hockey, and I think that he needed to get games, and to get him a game, we knew it was going to be important. So we know that right now he has to be an option for us.
Do you have that further update on Dougie yet?
Dougie is progressing. Still a ways away. I wouldn't say near future yet.
How do you contain Kucherov?
Yeah, that's a good question. Again, the best players in the league are guys that you have to be well aware of when you're on the ice. And if you're that guy that's on the ice with them, or if you're that line, you have to understand that the risk factor you put in the game has to be a lot less. I thought a couple times last night we really got loose and gave up. Even when we went ahead in the game, we were tied in the game, we made some errors that we can't make against a Kucherov or, a Point or a Stamkos. So the best players have to be limited. We know he's going to get, he finds ways to get opportunities. So we know that when they're coming through the neutral zone, we got to slow him down. We got to be well aware of where he's at. And inside the offensive zone, he's one of those gifted players that knows where to go, and you have to be aware of where he's at on the ice.
Lindy, what have you thought about Kevin Ball's recent play the past couple of weeks?
I think his play has been better. He made a great play on the goal last night. I thought he had a heck of a back check on breaking up the one play. Defensively, his reads have been better, and I think he had some ups and downs. I think he's kind of steadied into playing a better brand of D for us.
You mentioned Vitek has started to skate. Would you anticipate him joining the team on this trip to continue?
A possibility. Right now, he won't leave with us, but may join us at some point if he keeps progressing.
Is there an update on Nate at all?
Nate, right now, I can just say he's going to miss some time.
The Lightning are one of the direct teams that you're chasing. Has that been a conversation today?
Yeah, I think we just, Amanda just asked that question about, we know how important the game is in the wild card race. We know where they are in the wild card race. We know where the team is when we won a divisional race, when we were chasing a team like Philly. So well aware of the teams around us that we need to get 2 points from.
Lindy, despite the ups and downs of a year, maybe this season, does it still go through your mind? Does it resonate what he was able to accomplish against the Rangers in the playoffs that kind of allowed you easily to make the decision that, this is a goalie that can get back to where he once was?
Yeah, well, I think there's a couple of things you have to look at. With the group we had on defense last year, we were a sounder group. I didn't like the way we played game 1 and 2 against the Rangers. The number of opportunities we gave up to them. If you look at the number of opportunities going forward with the Kira net, we played a lot better defensive game. Probably Game 7, we played our best defensive game of the playoffs. And, I think in front of V, those first couple of games, the number of opportunities we gave up, you didn't see that in the games that when we put a Kira in. And at the same time, he made some crucial saves as a young goaltender and was able to show composure under some pretty tough situations that allowed us to get back in that series and win the series.
Thanks, Lindy.